Phil, welcome back to episode 16 of Campton Racing TV. Looking back on last week's runners, it was a good weekend for us. Starting off at the Gold Coast, we had a maiden winner, Get What You Give. It was great for him to get his win in just his second start.
Yeah, you can talk about him. It's your women's syndication, purchased by T. Wally, Bloodstock, when we were in Hong Kong at the time. He's always shown the ability. Probably a little bit disappointing first up. Bit of a gear change first up this preparation. Tongue tie on. Jumped out a few weeks back against open class horses here at the coast, and people might not know, but he beat those open class horses, and that's when I sort of thought, oh, he's going well this prep.
He obviously likes the poly track.
Yeah, he does. Had a little bit of a gap between that, and then went to the trials a couple of weeks ago. Had a good blow with about 50 to go, and just ran out of puff. That brought him on. Pretty confident that he'd run that race. He blew out the good odds, and it was good for your women's syndication.
Yeah, it was awesome to see him get it done relatively early in his prep, although he is a 3-year-old. It's taken him a while to get to the races, but good for him to do it at just his second start.
I reckon he'll be very hard to beat again next day. He looks so well. He come off the track this morning. He's
come out of the run
playing up like a 2-year-old. He's loving life. He's come through that run great. I'm really happy with the horse. I think he can win again, and he's a good horse to do anything with too. He's a nice horse. I've got a lot of time for him, and it was good. He was the first horse we ever trained. His first horse that worked in our barn, and he's turned into he's a man now, not a little boy. So, congratulations to all the girls, and hope he's all had a few champagnes.
And then we also had Data Patch, who was disappointing considering how he looked like he could do something on the turn.
Yeah, back to the grass for him.
And then we were also at Eagle Farm on Saturday with Depor, obviously running in first up this prep in a listed race. We knew it was going to be a tough task for him coming into that with just one trial, but definitely happy with him running third. Yeah,
he went enormous. Probably could have nearly won if he was a pair close. It was no one's fault. Got a little squeeze out of the barriers, and I reckon if Jason Collett probably had ridden the horse before, I reckon he would have given those two a big shake up front. But to run third behind Petronius and Thelric, first up in his prep one trial, 1,000 metres, disadvantage at the weights, I thought it was a huge effort. I think he's a very good horse. He'll hopefully go around Saturday week at Ipswich Class 6 on Ipswich Cup Day, 1100. Should be very hard to beat there. And then head to maybe the Ramornie. That's probably the plan at the moment. And then maybe have a break, or maybe have one more after that, and then we'll regroup, have a chat, and he may head to Melbourne. I'd love to see this horse down the straight. I've got a lot of faith in this horse. I think he's a very nice sprinter on the rise, and one thing I love about him is he's still learning the caper. He's still learning what racing's all about, but he's come on since that run. He looks beautiful. He's glowing, and he's more of a tougher horse this preparation, I believe. He's a bit of a softy last prep, even though he did win 4. But it took him a while to, get up to his peak, and he was, he just wasn't happy early on. And then once I think he realised he's building the picket fence, he started to realise he was the man. But he's come back good. I'm really excited to see him going around next weekend. And he's an exciting horse.
And then this weekend, we've got one at the Gold Coast in the Blink. Obviously the first time for her on the poly, but she definitely works well on it at home.
Yeah, she works great on the poly. She probably works as good as Silver Warrior, who's won his last 3 on it. She loves the poly. 1100 is not ideal for her, but sort of the only really thing around at the moment, race for her around at the moment. I do believe they will go very fast up front, so I'd love to be midfield, even 4th or 5th, just sitting right in behind them and letting her have the one last crack at them. She's got a good turn of foot when she can sprint. Put a pen through the last run, just didn't play out to her advantage. And Ryan Maloney did give her a good report after last race. Said she'll be hard to beat wherever she goes next start. Just didn't work out for her that day. So Carl back on, knows the horse, rides her every morning. She's very well. She's got dapples all over her. A horse who's just got better and better with each run this preparation, and I think she'll run a huge race.
And then we've got Beauty Legacy at Eagle Farm in a 1,200 metre listed race. Obviously, it's going to be tough for him there.
Yeah, tough, but I know on his day he'd be right up there. fighting it out in the finish. I still believe he can. He trialled really good on Monday. Something I don't normally do is Monday and then back up on the Saturday, but he's fit. He's feeling well. He was good this morning at track work. Rachel King will ride him. I think she'll suit this horse. We just need to get him to the front and let him relax throughout, and then give a good kick on the turn, because if he does, I reckon he'll keep fighting all the way to the line. He's a lovely big horse, and he's got a lot of ability. I just, even if he doesn't win tomorrow, I just hope he runs a real good race and tries all the way to the line, and then I know we've got a lot to work with. It's hard at the moment for this rated horse because there's not much around for him, so that's where he's heading tomorrow, and hopefully he can run a big race for the lightweight.
And then on Wednesday, you've got Catwalk Criminal nominated in a Class 1 11:10.
Yep, she is. She will go around. She draws well. She's going great. Looks great. Feeling good. Come on since that first up run. I'd love to be able to ride her just a little bit behind the speed if we draw well enough. So, leave that up to the rider. But she's going good. She's an exciting horse. She's, she only had 3 starts, first, a third and a second. So she's building a good record. She's still very immature. She's still got a lot to learn. But if she puts her best foot forward on Wednesday, she'll be winning that.
And on Monday, we were out at Bow Desert for the trials. We had a few go round there. Obviously, Beauty Legacy was one of them, and he was great. And Sir Lamarack was in that trial also.
Yep, Sir Lamarack, he's gone the paddock. He's just going to have a breather now. Start again with him, start fresh. He had a big preparation, obviously, when Chrissy Lee's trained him. He's come up to us, and now he's having a breather, and we'll bring him back, give him a good break now, and then bring him back next preparation. But excited for this horse. He's a lovely horse, and I'm looking forward to training him next preparation.
He's a hot foot, definitely trialled better than what he has been with the blinkers on, so hopefully that's something that will help him out.
Yeah, tried the blinkers. I didn't want to put him on him at all this prep, just wanted to try and put him on fresh for the day, and I think it worked. He trialled really good. He's got so much ability, this horse. He's a bit of a weirdo. You got to work with him, not against him. He's still so immature. Like, even at the trials, he's still, it's just all the big game to him at the moment. But hopefully he puts his, best foot forward soon, and you'll see a nice horse. He's obviously going to get over further. It was only a 1,000-metre trial. But, if he can produce that best, he's going to be a nice horse moving forward. Marley was great.
So she was back at the trials after a little
freshen up.
Yeah,
she was good. She ran through the line, which is one thing I know she needs to do, because once she hits the front, she sort of starts looking around for her mates. But she tried all the way to the line, ran on strongly, and then
Sarson, he was just really there to get on the grass for the morning.
Yeah, have a good look around. He's still another nice trial away. Nice horse. He's come back great this preparation. He looks so well. He's feeling great after that trial too. It didn't knock him around. Obviously, it was only a quiet trial, but Jaden, who rode him last preparation, obviously rode him the other morning, and he said he's come back bigger, stronger, and more mature. He wants to be more of a horse this prep. He is a very immature horse, and he's a quirky bugger. But I think you'll see a different horse this preparation, even though he did run he had a great last prep, and he was very consistent. But I think he'll add a few more wins to his name this prep.
Looking at our runners for this weekend, what would be your best bet?
Definitely in the Blink. I think she'll run a big race. Just forget the last run. If she produces the best, I think she'll run a huge race.
Thanks so much for watching, guys, and hopefully you find a winner on the weekend.
Thank you. Good luck.